John, you're on News 96.5. Go ahead.
Good morning. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
In December of 2007, my father-in-law and mother-in-law took out a reverse mortgage on their home in Miami.
All right.
Mother-in-law and father-in-law were the only people that signed up for the reverse mortgage.
Right.
So a couple years ago, father-in-law passes away, and then 6 months ago, mother-in-law passes away.
Right.
Now, this week, the bank has sent a summons to each of the siblings, it'd be my wife and the three other siblings,
All right.
as heirs of the estate.
Okay.
And then they're giving us 20 days to file a written response, and if we don't respond, we, according to the page there, says we may lose the case, and they could confiscate our wages.
So,
and money,
John, they have named you as defendants because you are the owners of the property. They are trying to take this piece of property away from you and as a mortgage foreclosure. If you do nothing, then it will be granted. They will take this piece of property away from you. You guys will never be financially liable to this lender. It will not affect your credit. They'll never ask you for money. They're only asking to take the piece of property away from you, John.
Okay. Do we need to respond to them in writing like they're saying in the summons?
Well, this would be one of those rare circumstances where I feel comfortable telling you that you could ignore it and let them get their default judgment. Now, if you want to file a little handwritten notice letter to them, what it will do is it will slow them down a little bit, but it also means that they will give you copies of everything as they proceed in this foreclosure over the next few months. If that means something to you, then you can put a little handwritten answer into the court file.
Okay, and it's something I could just do myself? Or?
Yeah, you can do it yourself. Hey, John, by the way, I'm assuming there's no equity in that property, meaning it's the mortgage of the balance is greater than what the value of the property is.
We believe that, yeah. The balance owed is like $320, and we don't feel the house is worth that.
Okay, so John, I can understand why you guys would want to let it go.
Yeah, and all the siblings are all in agreement that they don't want to stand in the way of the bank. You know, the bank can have at it, and they can have the house. So.
Well, if you guys do nothing, then that's going to happen.
Okay, and then one other quick question was that regarding the 20 days, one of the siblings was wanting to empty out personal property out of the house, and she was concerned about them like locking the doors and not being able to have access to the house.
Okay, John, they will not have control over this piece of property until the end of the mortgage foreclosure. And even if you guys do nothing, do not file answers, they're at least 60 days away from that. So there's no problem with your sister going in there and getting things out of the house.
Okay. Okay, very good. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, John. Bye-bye.